Episode number 9. Free game from my real estate playbook, wholesaling. 10 plays to close your first deal. And you get a sneak peek. You get a free chapter today. So stay tuned. So listen, after my third year of doing wholesaling real estate, coming in fresh, I didn't know anything about real estate at all. I just know that 90% of America, most multimillionaires, have their hand in some type of real estate. So as I'm hearing this, I'm like, one day I'm going to get into real estate. At the time, I was doing landscaping, right? I always was an entrepreneur, but landscaping, I started that. And after a while, I got fed up. I got a video of me cutting grass to dark. I got grass in my hair, face, mouth. Feel like I was eating a grass sandwich. And I was just retired, man. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something different and get in real estate. That next year, I got into wholesaling real estate. Fast forward 3 years after that, I actually wrote this book here, Wholesaling, My Vehicle to Wealth and Financial Freedom. And you can find that on my website. Just that book there is pretty much like my stamp. Pretty much a business card. So when I'm going to events, when I'm walking into different businesses or in different rooms, I can let people know, yes, I'm an author. I wrote that. That's about what wholesaling is to me, right? Some of my win losses, and just kind of telling the world about wholesaling because I didn't know what wholesaling was, and some of you guys may not neither. But I can tell you that wholesaling changed my life. You know, that's why I wrote that book, and that's $15 on my website. I got it in ebook form, and then a year after that, after so much people was like, hey, what are you doing? How are you closing deals like that? I decided to put together 10 plays um, that helped me get to my deals. A lot of work, long nights I put into this playbook. My goal is to get you to your first deal. So, real estate wholesaling playbook, 10 plays to close your first deal. It's a playbook. Also, it's like a workbook. So you got some of the chapters in the middle. I got you. You can write things in there. You can take notes. You got graphs you can use. And I take this with me every day, every single day, because guess what? Every day I walk out this house could be a potential $2,000, $5,000, 10,000 plus deal on my hands. And this book just helped me keep some of the properties in order. Are you tired of getting hit over the head with all type of fees when you're selling your house? You got closing fees, you got realtor fees, you got hair and makeup fees. Listen, I'm here to buy your house cash, and the number I give you, you walk away with that. No ifs, ands, or buts, man. Listen, we buy as is. We buy, I don't care if it's fire damage. You can have a hole in the roof, a hole in the ceiling. Listen, we buy anywhere in South Carolina. I'm looking for houses, I'm looking for lots, and I'm looking for mobile homes. So if you got a property that you need to sell quick, we close quick, man. 15 to 30 days. Reach out to me. 843-608-9667. And yes, this playbook has all the answers. Everything you need to know to close your first deal is in this playbook. You got all the contracts in the back. You got the purchase and sales agreement. You got the option to purchase real estate. You got the JV when you find someone you want to do a deal with them. Don't trust nobody. Have it in writing. Have your own contracts. And make sure it's a 50-50 win or 50-50 play for both of you guys. You got the word play. You got so many words in real estate, like the definitions or the lingo. All that stuff is there. You got each chapter breaking down how to find a motivated seller, how to speak to them when you get to appointment, how to take the pictures. You got just everything. Down to how to find the buyers, for the property. You got a motivation part. You got to have motivation in your mindset, right? You got just everything you need in here. And I'm proud of this book because, now that I am, you know, coaching others all over the US. I mean, well, 48 state, because and it's they're regulating this because there's so much money in wholesaling real estate. They're trying to regulate it. They're trying to ban it. So you better get in now and make the money that you can. And once you as a wholesaler, you don't got to stay there. You can actually um, own these properties yourself. After you got your money up, you can buy these properties. You don't just got to pass it off for a few $1,000s to an investor. You can become that investor, and that's what happened to me. I came in not knowing anything about wholesaling or know anything about real estate, just besides I do want to get into it. Now I'm a landlord. Now my friends are contractors, other investors, and I'm looking to expand my portfolio, and pass this down generation. So that's another great thing about just learning this skill. You can pass it on, and once you got it, man, hey, it's time to go. It's time to win. So the treat I'm gonna give for you guys is I'm gonna give you play three. And play three is build a team. Building a team assists the 5 key players, right? Bird dog, co-wholesaler, a general contractor, realtor, and a wholesale friendly closing attorney. You start with bird dog. A bird dog is basically someone who goes out and find properties for you. But when they do that, you got to get them like some kind of, fee or whatnot. I do $1,000, right? So you might be out there right now. Your next door could be boarded, how it could be boarded, right? No one's in there, but you know that person. Like, hey, you know what? I know that's Aunt May May or whoever, and she don't even want that house. She stays in Washington, and just the house sitting there, right? And you can pass that to me, or another wholesaler, and as long as I buy that property, right, I will give you $1,000. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what Bird Dog is. You can reach out to all your family members. If you got social media, you can tell people, listen, I'm down here in whatever state. If you got a mobile home or a house, send them my way, and I will give you a finder's fee. And that's simply that. Your eyes can't be everywhere. I'm going hard. Like, I'm driving around. I'm gonna find about 50 properties a day at minimum. And but at the same time, you might have a coworker or somebody that want to sell a house, and to give $1,000 in exchange for me closing a deal where I can make 5, 10, $20,000, it's a no-brainer to me. So even right now, I'm in South Carolina. I'm different places. You got a property, send them my way. Either I can help you, I can put you with one of my investor or one of my mentees that I'm coaching how to close deals in whatever state. Currently, right now, I'm in the Gary, Indiana market. I'm down here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm in North Carolina market. And anything in South Carolina, since they banned it down here, I'm buying it too. So send it anything my way in South Carolina, and you just might make some money. So also, it's a co-wholesaling as a team player number 2. Co-wholesaler is just with anything, man. If whatever you're doing, you work a job, or you playing a sports, you got team members. So I don't look at it's people say you got competition, other wholesaler. I don't look at competition. I feel we can collab and make money together. So I partner out with other wholesalers. You get what I'm saying? So, and I feel you should do the same, right? If you, whatever city or state you're in, if you see those signs that say, hey, I buy houses cash, call them up, because that's more likely is a wholesaler. And what you do with them is let them know, listen, I'm into the wholesaling business. I might come across a deal. If I do, can we do a JV deal together? Because I'm just getting started and I don't have cash buyers. Listen, they will definitely love to collab with you, because the thing about it, finding that property or that person who want to sell is pretty much the hardest thing you're going to do, which is not hard. But if you got someone saying, hey, I got the property, do you got buyers? If there's someone that been in the game for a year or two or three, they definitely should have a good, extensive, a long list of cash buyers. So if you meet someone, it's good to JV. And like I said, you got your in the back of this, you got your JV contract. Make sure you write that out. Don't trust nobody and go 50-50 on the deal. You make sure you put as much work as that person doing. You bring them the deal. You still want to kind of follow up and help them too. They should be able to close with no problem. All right, next you got general contractors. General contractors are so important. Why? Because you need to know the repair costs on these houses, right? The numbers gotta make sense. There's no deal if the numbers off, right? So you go into a house, right? You may not need to bring a contractor with you if you take the right pictures, the right videos, like I tell you and show you in this book. You can bring that back to your or text it to your contractor, and they can give you a ballpark figure. After you did it a while, you in these houses, you're going and asking questions, and you close multiple deals. You kind of can get an idea of what the repair cost should be. But right up front, you're not expected to learn that. You don't even need to. Long as you got a real good contractor on your team, that's great. And also, if you once you build that relationship, pay them a couple of dollars to come out on site with you for because check this out. Why you and that person who's selling the house is walking the property and all that contractor can be doing their notes, walking through everything, and that it actually makes you look even more professional, right? You got someone there, professional guy, giving them pointers and walking through the house, and you can actually come up with your offer price more quicker by bringing them there on site. And the key thing about contractors or building relationship with contractors, they it's like the best of both worlds, because most contractors, guess what they buy? They buy distressed houses, right? So a lot of times I might have a contractor meet me to the house. They're walking in the house, they're giving me the repair costs. So I lock it in, but I tell that same contractor, hey, well, cool, this is my number. Boom. They want the house. They buy it. I don't even gotta fish it out, market it. That same contractor who came there and knows what needs to fix that house up want that property. So it's like a win-win for all of us with that. So they are very important. So get a lot of these contractors, right? Next is the realtors. Realtors are so important too. They have access to the MLS. They can give comps and the value of properties quick. And also they have a pocket listing, right? So that's the thing. Yes, I teach you how to get the comps, right? And it's very important, right? In the properties that are the value of that property. But if you got a realtor that was doing it for 10 years, 15 years, you can reach out to them, show them or send them the pictures, and they can give you comps of the neighborhood, a good asking price. And some realtors have investors who want to buy property, no matter how it is, fire damage, distress, and it could be a win-win situation for you all. Now, pocket listing is like realtors before they put it on the market or whatnot, they got some and sometimes it can be some really good deals. But if you got a relationship with them, they know you got good buyers that can move that property quick, right? They might reach out to you to say, "Hey, listen, I got this property, but it's I needed to move quick." Or they might have a property that's listed, say 90 days, 120 days, and they can't move it. But you come and say, "You know what? Listen, you got someone that probably can buy it for a little bit lower." They can say, "Listen, let's go." Make sure they are well compensated too. But it's a win-win. So we both can give each other value with those realtors. The last team member that you need for that All-Star 5 team All-Star 5 member, wholesale friendly closing attorney. Now, You can't close a deal without them, and it's so easy to find them. Whatever city, whatever state you in, you can just go in your phone and put closing real estate wholesaling, closing attorneys, or title companies. Either which one, and you're gonna have a list of title companies, closing attorneys. Simple call. Hey, how you doing today? I'm looking up. Have you closed wholesaling deals before? They can say yes or no. And the ones who say yes, now you got a closing attorney. And then you just, ask who does the closings and what is their titles. It's a title search fee. Closing a deal, you must get one done. Most attorneys, if you're closing a deal, you don't gotta pay up front, right? If you're gonna close that deal with them, most of them will do the title search for you, long as you got the contract, already full out, right? And sometimes you get a bad title. Most legitimate con- uh, closing attorneys, they're not going to charge you if it's a bad title. If it's not on your end, or if the other party walk away. But most will just, take it off the bill at the end. And that's the five key players you need when you're closing a deal. That's just a sneak peek of one of the plays. There's 10 plays altogether. So, I mean, the book, the course, my coaching, you can reach me. Descriptions below. Get started, make money, man. Listen, real estate wholesaling has changed my life, and I'm here to change your life too. But you gotta invest in some time, a little money, man. The playbooks are like $97 for all what you got going on, and you might sit there and say, I don't even got that, right? What I'm doing, picking 10 people. Now I got I got a slot for 7 more inspiring investors that want to get into real estate. What I'm doing is I'm saying, listen, reach out to me, right? We're going to coach you to your first 3 deals. I mean, everything. You got to put the work in too, right? But whatever city or state you're in, we can do that virtual. Like I said, I do virtual wholesaling. So I can coach you on closing your first 3 deals. Now, and we're going to JV at 50-50, right? Now, after that third deal, you can still work with me or not. You might say, hey, you know what? Training wheels off, I can do it. Or you might say, listen, hey, I like how Antoine and his team roll. Let's keep it going. I'm willing for that. So definitely, man, leave put like that. Big three. You can message me, Big Three. Like I said, I'll leave a number down there. Text me big 3, right? Because that's 3 deals. The big 3 deals that you're going to close with us, right? And like I said, you can stay with us, or you can do your own thing. And any one of these books, playbooks, my online course, it'll be under the description under this video. And listen, don't wait, man. I just heard they got regulations down in Philly. You can wholesale, but you would need a license. So, man, it's a lot of money in this industry, man. So they're definitely trying to find ways to regulate it, ban it. So you better go ahead and get into it now, because once you got the skill, you got the skill. And then from wholesaling, you can be an investor. You can have rental property. You can do your own thing. So get into real estate, man. Don't wait. That's including the episode. I hope you got a lot out of it. See you on the next one. Let's get it.